So guys, today we'll be making a simple navbar using HTML and CSS. So if you look at this navbar that we have here, so we have something like this, okay? And we also have that's a simple navbar. Here we have a logo, here we have our list item, then we have a button, okay, with get started and sign in. Alright, now if I scroll down, you see that this is a fixed navbar. Alright, here we have an H1 element and two buttons for sign up. Now this website is for a fictional company called Monk. So our major goal is just to design this simple website. Alright. So now if you look at what we're going to do is to apply flexbox to align this thing, and also use z-index to center this to bring this at the foreground. So let's get into it. So if I come into this place and I open this folder, I see that here I have the file that I've used for this code. You have a CSS file. You have icons, which I have the logos that I'm going to use. So here I have just an image, and you have my HTML element. So I'm going to close this down. Alright. I'm just going to pick only the HTML for now. Now I'm going to use emit. Just hold down Shift and just bring out this emit tag. And next thing I'm going to do now is what I'm going to do here is just to write Monk, and I'm going to put pipe, and I'm going to write on page. This should be capital letter. So this one here, I should put meta tag, meta name. I'm going to put author. I'm going to put content, Alex, Annie. So here I'll link my CSS, my style sheet. I'll put a rel, call it style sheet. Here I'll put an href, for the no, here should be CSS style sheet. So I'll close this. So that's it. Now if I come to this body tag, so I'll create a div of main page. So inside this div I'll have an header. I said that I'll have a nav. Inside this nav I'll have a div tag. Yeah, a div tag. No, let me erase this. I'll have a div tag with logo. Let's have logo. So inside this place I'll have an image. I'll have a source attribute. Now under this image I'll just put something like images. And not this one. It's icons. I'll choose this logo too. I'll put an out of Monk logo. So I'll close it right here. So next thing I'm going to put a span, and I'm going to put a span of Monk. Yeah, Monk. Okay. So it should be smaller than okay. So that's it. So if I scroll down like this, I'm going to take this out. So you see that, yeah, I already have my logo set up. So I'm going to come down from here and I'm going to get a UL on other list. I'm going to get a list item. I'm going to put an href of empty tag. So I'll say y Monk. And the next one I'm going to put a testimony. And that must have testimony. Testimonies. So here I'll put resources. Okay. Yeah, I'll put yeah, I think that's 2 more. 1, 2. I'll put enterprise and pricing. enterprise yes enterprise Yahoo pricing so now here I'll put a little div tag. So here I'll put a link. Alright, put something like this. Now this link I should put out sign in. I'll put a button. I'll put get started, get started. Then after I set all those one, so the next thing I'm going to do, that's basically it for here. So the next thing I'm going to come down of this place. But before then, let's just check what we've worked on. Let me open this with live server. Let's check what we've worked on. So far so good. We have a logo and the links item. So let's compare to what we have here. So all these items, okay, have not been listed out here. So the next thing that's left for us is to put this text and this image. But we have to put this image first. Now we can put these ones. Alright, so let's go back to VS Code. So I'm going to come down here. I'll put a section of now I'm using emit for this to generate this text for main section. Please enter. Alright, inside this main section I'm going to create another section of image text. Okay, I'm going to call it BG image. That is background image. So on that background image I'm just going to link the image direct source. I'm going to call this, I'm going to take this SVG logo. I'm going to put an alternate of girl and phone. That's the content in the image. I'm going to close this right here. So the next thing for me to do is come down from this section. No, not yeah, outside this section. Yeah, there's another section. I'm going to write section. I'll write welcome text. Welcome text. Now welcome text. I'll put an H1 element with I'm just going to copy this. I'm just going to copy this code and paste. I'm going to break it from here. So I'm going to copy the P. I'm going to break it here. So if I come down like this, you see what I have here. So I have this H1, I have this one. So underneath this one, I should have I should have something like a div, the class of let's say text text btn. Yeah, no, not text btn. Let's call it GT btn. So yeah, I'll just close it. Inside this place I should have my first button. I'll say try it for free. The next one is contact us. Okay, so yeah, let me scroll here. Okay, this is exactly what we are looking for. Everything is properly set. Now, if you look at our HTML, so we are done with styling everything that's needed for this document. So the next thing for me to do is to just apply CSS. Now, remember that we've already linked our CSS. Okay, we've already linked our CSS. Let me correct this. Home page. Let me let's start with CSS. So I'll use a wildcard, something like this. I'll say padding. Now I want to remove all the padding and margin from this page. I'll put 0 pixels. So here I'll say box sizing border box. So if I come down here and I scroll up, you notice that all the margin and padding have disappeared. Now the reason why you're wondering why, even to this point, now the reason why there's enough space here, because these images has space on it. As you can see, the leg margin has moved. So now the next thing for me to do is to target the header. Now let's take a look at the header and see what the header is made of. Now the header, okay, the header is made up of we have the header tag and we have the navbar. Okay, why this one is the direct is a parent of this one. Okay, so I'm going to come here. I'm going to say header nav. So I'll say background color. No. Background color, no attachment. So I'll copy this code. So I'm just going to delete this and just paste it color here. So if I save this color, no, come here. You see what I have here? I have something like this. Now if I scroll this, you see what is going on. Alright, so what I have here is I have this image and all this text. So what I need to do is to apply flex so that this thing can flex to the right hand side. So what I'm going to do now is just to say flex, display flex. I'll say flex direction rule. I will then say justify content space 1. If I save it and I come here, you see what I have something like this. Now the next thing for me to do is to work on this image, this one and this one. As you can see, the size there is too big. Now there's something I need to do. If I scroll down, you see that everything is not working properly. Both the image and the text are moving together. I don't want that. I want this number to be fixed. Now to achieve that, I will come here and say position fix. If I save it, I come here, you see that this thing has been cut short. Now in order to fix it, right, I will say width. Alright, I'll say 100%. If I save it and just come back here, see that everything has been fixed. But if I'm scrolling, sometime I might have an error of space up here. So there's something I need to do. I'm just going to put a top of 0 pixels so that I don't have any error there. So after setting that, the next thing I'm going to work on now is my image size. I'm going to come here. Okay, so we need to work on this logo, this image. So I'll come here and say logo img. I'll say width. I'll put it as 25 pixels. Height, that's just 20 pixels. Okay, so if I save it and just come here, you see what I have here. Alright, everything has just reduced. Now this thing is too tight, so I need to put both margin bottom and this. I'll say margin. Okay, I'll say top of 0.5 rem. Right is 0, while the bottom is 0.5 rem 0. Okay, if I save it and come here, you see what I have now. This is stuck in the middle. Okay, as you can see that there are space beneath these two. So now I have a text here, okay, that is not visible to me. So I'll come here. The text is black, so which is this monk. So I'm going to focus on that. I'll just come right here and say something like I'm going to say logo, and I'll say span. I'll target the span of the logo, so I'll change the color to, alright, I'm going to copy this color as well. I'll just paste the code here. Now for the font family, I'm going to copy the font for the font family. font family. So I'm going to go ahead and copy the font family. So if I save this, now and I come here, now it has applied. The thing is that I'm not seeing it. Okay, there should be column, not columns. I save this now. You see, it has not shown. Now what I need to apply font size. Font size 30 pixels. Okay, so alright, it's not big. I will now say something like margin. Let's say margin top 0, right 0, bottom 0.5 rem, and left 0. If I save this now and come here, okay, let's make it 1. Fit 1 rem and see how that will look like. Okay, 1.5. So let me change the pattern and see what. Okay, let's see what we have here. Padding. Change the padding. Okay, so we're going to leave that for now. We're going to come back and fix it later. So let's keep going. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to work on this. I'm going to work on this side. So I'll just come. I'll target my UL. I'll say header nav UL. Target my logo. Target my color. I'll target my I'll say this style. No. Okay, so then I'll target my header nav UL LI and A. I'll say color white. So I'll say text decoration. I'll say none. Alright, I'll say padding 2 rem. If I save this thing and come here, everything should be set. Alright, now this padding is too much. Let's confirm it with this one. I think let's just make it 1 rem. 1 rem. So let's see what we have here. Okay, so now let's change the fonts. The font family. I'm going to use MyRate Pro. MyRate Pro. Okay, so let me save it and see what we have here. Now the font size, I'm going to use fonts. That I'm going to use 1.5 rem. Okay, let's say 0.5. Let's say 1 rem. .2. Alright, this is much better. 1.2. So I'll come up here and say padding. Oh no, margin. I'll put this as margin top. I'll put it to 1 pixel to 0.5 rem. If I save this and I come here, you see what I have here. Now everything here is properly balanced. Now the problem is that I need to add a link, I need to have an overstate. If I click here, you see I have an overstate just like so. So I need an overstate here. So one good thing about overstate is that it shows the relationship between clicking and between what is selected and what is not selected. So I'll copy all this, right, and just place this down here like this. So I'm going to wipe out all these text. I don't need them, right? So I'll just go up and copy one of these, copy it, come down here and click on color. I want to save this. So if I come here and you see, okay, so I know what's going on here. Should I have an over here? So if I save this now and I come here, if I touch something like this, you see it. You see it. Just like that we have here. So I'm going to come back here and just different family. I'll put this font family, so I'm going to also put this font size. I want those relationships to still remain. So if I come here now, I touch this. I think this is much better. Now let's focus on this part. Now if I come here for the other parts, for the button, we have to come here and then look for the button text. And the button text is simply this div that we have here. Okay, so we are going to target it. Now to do that, I just have to come here and say header. I say header nav. So I'll put a div, I'll put a link tag. So the next thing I will do is to next thing I will do here is I will just add a color of white. Okay, so if I save this, to have white right there, I'll say text decoration none. I'll say font family, say marriage, pro. So if I come here, I think I should have something like that. Yeah, exactly. So what's left for me is to I'm going to copy this. Alright, so I'm just going to put this like this and just no, I'll just remove this. I think I should wipe this out. Let's put a margin top 0.5 rem. Now this will also bring this thing down. We need to bring this down a little bit. So now time to work on this button. So for the button part, I'll scroll down and say header nav. I'll say button. I'll put I'll just open the tab. So I'll say background color of the button is white. Color is dark. Font family is my read pro. I'm not going to copy this one instead of writing it twice again. So I'll say font weight bold. I'll say text transform uppercase. So let's see what we have here. Okay, see what we have here now. Okay, so I need a padding. I'll say padding. I'll say 0.5 rem, 2 rem, 0.5 rem, 2 rem. Now if I save this, I come here. That button is too big. Let me put 1 rem here instead. 1 rem. 1 rem. Save. Let's see what we have here. 1 rem. Okay. I'll say border none. Border none. I'll save this again. Okay, see. Now we need border radius. Border radius. I'll set it to none. No. Border radius is say 1 rem. Let me see what we have. No, 0.5 rem. I think, yeah, something like this. 0.2. Perfect. So now if you check this button here on this one, there's no I want to have a little bit of space there. So I'll come to my where is the link? It's in this one. I'll just add the padding to Z. I think should I even add it here? I'll add the padding here. Padding right. Let's say 1 rem, 0.2 rem. So this should at least put a little bit of space here. Yeah, just like so. And if I touch here and here, now here I'm having a pointer. I'm having an arrow. I need a cursor there, just like every other one that I have here. So I'll come here and just say I'll just say cursor pointer. So if I come here, if I over here, see now I have my pointer display. So now for the navbar, if I over this thing, okay, I'm not getting anything unlike these ones, okay, and this one that I have here. Alright, if I over this thing, I'm not really getting the point. So let me work on this too. So if I come to this place, if I scroll up for this navbar, I think I should be able to just copy this, then paste this over. So I should say color, yeah, the color needs to change. Let me wipe all this one out. Let's fix the color like so. Okay, if I saved it and I come here, you see, now I have something like this. Okay, so now for that part, I think I need to add all these things again. Let me save it. I'm not having good relationship there, so let me save it and thus I come here, okay, and here remain this one. So what I'll do next is just I'll scroll down here and I'll copy all these ones, copy this, and I'll just put it down here. Right, so I'll just copy, now I want the color, the background color of this to be this color. So I'll copy this one, copy it. Alright, so I'll just come to this white and I'll put this color. So I'll put over here. Okay, now if I save, let's see what's going to happen. Okay, you see what's going on there, but I want this to be white, so let's check what we have here and see if this is white. Okay, it's not white, so let me come back here. See color. Transition, background color, background color 0.5 seconds is in. Right, so okay. Right, that's okay. This is exactly what I needed here. Alright, so this one has a special. So let's go and see how we can fix others. Now we are done with this header. So the next thing for us to do, let's go back and see what is left for us to do. Okay, let's find a way to fix this one. So let's go back and fix that. So if I come here, I'm going to look for span. Yeah, span. I'll first of all put a cursor of pointer. So to fix that, I will put a margin bottom, I think. A margin bottom was. If I go back there, it's not working. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to get rid of this. Let's get rid of this and let's save it. Let's see our results not functioning properly. So I'm going to come here and look for. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and cut this one, save it, and see what is going to happen. Alright, something like this. I think it's balanced. Now, the problem is that I want to add a little bit of this place. I think we should have enough. Header. Logo. Margin. Margin. 0.5. Bottom. 0.5. Let's put that 0.5. Alright, this will do. Okay, so now the next thing for me to do is to work on this image, this particular image. So I'll come here. If I come here, I'll look at this section, alright, that we have here, and this other section. So first thing, I'll target this section. Alright, so I should come down here and see. So I should just paste it here. Okay, so let me check our document and see. If I scroll up, you see that this image is underneath this our header. I don't want that. So want it to be beneath it. So I will say margin top I'll say for 100 pixels. Now if I save this, this will automatically bring it down here. So the next thing for me to do is to pin this to the right hand side. Alright, so I'll come here. I'll target this BG image, okay, and I'll come here. I'll apply. I'll say display flex direction row justify content flex end. I'll put padding. This should be right. Right. "30 pixels. Something like this. So the next thing to do is to target this one. So how do I do that? So I'll say I'll come here. Now, where is this text? So welcome text. I'll target the welcome text. I'll put a dot here, I think, for my class. I'll say display flex. No, not display flex. We're not going to display any flex here. We're just going to put a position of absolutes. Then we are going to put we're going to put left 30 pixels, bottom 30 pixels. So if I save it, come here, try something like this. Something like this. Now let me see what I have here. One case here. There's an error there. There's an error here, so I need to let's fix this. The text is now, so I'm just going to break this. So if I come here, so now there's something that I need to do. I need to target this. I need to target this one. So how I'm going to work on that? So I'll just get the H1 element. I should copy all this one. H1 element. So I should say font size foreign. Okay, I say font family. Font family, I'm going to copy this. I'm going to copy this text. If I save it, I'll save font color. There is the color. It is that one. So if I save it, now you see what I have here. Now I need to work on this. Next thing for me to work on is this text. So I'll come here, I'll copy this. I'll just put this on as P. But here I should put this on as 0.1.5. So I should put it as Myred. It's Myred Pro. Pro. Okay, so if I come, I should put padding. Top, let's see, 1.5 frame. Bottom, right, so bottom is 1.5 rem, and then put 0 here. If I save this, at least I have something like this. Now the next thing for us to work on is this button, these two buttons. So to fix these two buttons, now I'm just going to come here. So I'll copy this. I'll copy both these two. So I'll just drag it down. So after copying this, I'll say I'll remove this with a welcome text. So just remove this button like this. I'll put an end child, end child 1, that's button 1. If I save this, now when it comes to the padding of this button, I think I'll make it the top should be, I think, 1 rem. So it should be 2 rem. 1, so it should be 2. If I saved it, I should have something like this. Okay, now the color should be, I'll copy this one, that's this background color, cut it, and I'll put it like this. Let's see what we have. Okay, this is it, not too bad. So the border radius, I think, should be just like 0.5. Let's see. Okay, so now I'll put a border. I'll put a border of 0.5 or 0.2 rem solid. Then I'll copy this one and just paste. Okay, if I copy this and just paste, if I come here, you see as can see what we have here. Now the next thing to do is to duplicate for the other one. So I'm just going to copy for the other one. I'm going to copy this. I'm just going to use it to replace this one. This one I'll add an over to this. Come here, I'll see something like this. However, it's not working. Okay, now we don't add if dots here. So if I save it, at least now it should work. Okay, you can see the border around it. So I think the color should be white. I want the color should be white. FFF, much better. Okay, so main this other button. Now let's see what we have here. So that button, just the same time, I'm just going to copy all these things that we've worked on here. Copy it, drag it down. So I'll do this like this. Now this one, I'll just change this to 2. This to 2. So for the background color, I'll copy this, cut it, I'll put it like this, white. I save this, the padding is white, every one is so white. Come here, you see I have this, I have something like this. Now I need to put a space. I'll put a padding here. No, not padding, I'll put the margin. Margin left. Let's say to 1 rem. Or if up is not too much, let's see. Okay, something like that. Now for this other over, I'll just put 2 here. Let's see what we got. Okay. Okay, now one thing about this is that like this one is longer than this one. Let's find out what was the cost. Or are they both the same thing? Let's see, 1.1.1 padding. Alright, they are both the same thing. They are both the same thing. So guys, that's basically it. So feel free to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.